dozens of parking spaces. And yeah, so because we have to spread the gospel. Folks are, being represented by others who may not be doing the best job that they can do for them, and I need to bring the message to the people. So we're planning to open a number of offices in the areas surrounding Philadelphia as well as in the city. So if you're out in the western suburbs or Norristown, East Norton, this is a very good central location for a whole lot of people. So there you go, 727 West DeKalb Pike. Signage will be going up shortly, and the doors will be opened. Good.
Now you got to fill that off with some people.
Yes, I do. Yeah. We will be hiring some attorneys and some legal assistants.
Hear that?
Yeah.
Hear that?
Yeah.
Spread the word.
Now, some folks are laying folks off and on furlough. Dean is hiring.
There you go. 215-227-2727. If you've got a legal issue today that you need an answer to, now is the time.
Yeah, any federal prosecutors, there's a job for you.
There is a job.
Yeah. There you go. And if you're bilingual, it's even better. Yeah.
Now, hold on.
Yeah.
Like, just two languages? I mean, these days, the market is Latino,
Asian,
Asian.
yeah.
That would be really helpful.
Yeah, Mandarin-speaking attorneys, give me a call.
There you go.
All right, what else is going on? We dug very deep into a topic that is near and dear to me, and that is the most dangerous intersections in Philadelphia. There's this organization, I guess it is an organization, called Vision Zero Philly. And what they envision is that there would be no pedestrian deaths from automobile accidents. They're trying to tackle a very, very serious problem in Philadelphia. In fact, just this week, my Philly lawyer, my organization, unfortunately signed yet another pedestrian death from motor vehicle. A woman was struck. The car hit her and took off. They eventually catched the perpetrator.
I think I saw that on the news.
And he was drunk at the time of the. It was alleged he was drunk at the time of the accident and took off after striking this woman and killing her. So there are intersections that this organization has identified as the 10 most deadliest intersections in Philadelphia. I'm going to give a few of them.
You want to go in from top to bottom or from last to first?
We'll go from number 10. Well, number 10 is located in the Feltonville section. I used to play soccer at the Feltonville Rec, by the way, just a little side note there. Old York Road and West Wyoming Avenue in the Feltonville-Logan section. Belmont Avenue and West Girard in West Fairmount. 38th and University Avenue in Grays Ferry. North Broad Street with West Rockland in Logan. 59th Street and Lancaster Avenue, Overbrook.
I used to live here.
Yeah?
I saw some of the worst accidents you ever want to see.
Yeah.
At this intersection.
Yeah.
They're not lying.
It's a high crash corridor because there's heavy pedestrian activity,
Yep.
and it increases the risk of pedestrian accidents.
I've seen all kinds of things at that point.
Belfield and Ogons, West Oak Lane.
I know where that's at.
North Broad and Vine. Yeah.
Broad and Vine, come on.
Because, you got 676, you got Broad Street. It's a convergence. Yeah.
Left, straight, that's great.
Bad
And
intersection.
people.
62nd and Walnut, Cobbs Creek.
Absolutely. That turn.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot of businesses around there. It's a neighborhood, and there's people walking about. 15th and Vine, right outside of the My Philly Lawyer offices.
Can you attest to that?
I would. Crazy. There's at least 2 or 3 pedestrian strikes a year there that close the neighborhood down, that intersection. And number one for all of Philadelphia is B Street and East Ontario in Kensington, Allegheny. Most crash-prone corridor. Narrow sidewalks, heavy foot traffic, speeding vehicles combined to create a hazardous environment.
Yo, wasn't that crazy? The car that flipped over and went in somebody's crib, crashed into somebody's house. Like literally, it.
Where?
I forgot.
Is it just happened?
Yeah.
I got a call from the homeowner. And I'm going to actually give him a call back this weekend. But I believe the car went, and you know what? It was driven, allegedly, driven by a Penn valet service guy.
Wow.
Can you imagine giving your car up to a valet and finding out that it went through the front door of somebody's house? And there were people in the house that were injured.
Yes, people were. People were in the house.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm looking at the news, and there's a big hole in this person's home.
And if they're listening to the radio show, I promise you, I'm going to get back to you today. This is a problem in Philadelphia. People are driving. To my eye, people are driving more aggressively right now and have been since COVID for some reason. 215-227-2727. Have you been involved in any accidents or witnessed accidents as a child? And we talked about this last week. Manuel asked me, well, what is your earliest childhood memory? Well, we talked about earliest childhood memory, and for me it was being 18 months old in the crib. And he doesn't believe me, but it's the truth.
No, I believe you.
You know, because anything that's associated with a trauma, it can get imprinted in a way that just never leaves you. One other thing that got imprinted as a young boy, maybe I was 11, running through the neighborhood with my bicycle, and I came upon an accident that had just happened. And there was an elderly man coming home from synagogue on a Friday night, and he had gotten hit by a car. Hit so hard, he was knocked out of his shoes. His glasses, I can see them right now in the front hood of the car. I can see, details that I won't even say Saturday morning, but that it was horrific. Cars can do so much damage to the human body, obviously. We have to do better at being safer in the city. And so this Vision Zero priority is geared towards that. Well, My Philly Lawyer took it one step further. We analyzed all of the accidents and intersections in the city of Philadelphia and found intersections that they missed. Yeah. And so the 15 intersections that My Philly Lawyer found that were not included in Philly's Vision Zero plan. And I'll start at number 15, Island Avenue and Lindbergh Boulevard. I can't tell you how many accidents I've represented people at in that area.
I've been on there. I can see why.
Yeah. Here's one, my old neighborhood when I was living in Manayunk, Henry Avenue and Walnut Lane.
No dispute there. We all be, right?
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, because it comes down, Walnut Lane comes down in a big high hill to Henry Avenue. People lose control. Yeah, and people lose control, and they just go right into Henry Avenue, T-bone somebody, knock them into the woods, and it's all over. It's all over. You know, what is this? Let me tell you something.
By the golf course.
Yeah, right, exactly. And what? How many attorneys could know the city as well as I do? I mean, I've lived everywhere, so that helps. It helps when you have counsel who is familiar with your surroundings and environment.
That's why we get along. Yesterday 2 days ago on my show, I listed every address I've ever lived in 15 different addresses.
Yeah.
Different zip codes.
In the last few years.
But you learned the city. My father was a postal worker.
Yeah.
He knew the city, every zip code by heart.
My daddy was a taxi driver. Yeah.
Look at that. That's why we get along.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
These intersections, man.
They're crazy.
And I've been to all of them, and I can see why.
Yeah. Aramingo and East York. Now, these are intersections we found that even the experts in the city couldn't find. And some of these are pretty high up on that list. These aren't just one and done kind of intersections. We found intersections where there were 4 or 5 fatalities. Castor and Aramingo, Rising Sun and Adams.
Oh,
Is that crazy?
Every single day.
Yeah, I used to go right by there all the time.
Guess what?
And then I would take Tookenny Creek Parkway up that way.
You had a case a long time ago on that intersection.
Bro, there's not an intersection in the city that I haven't touched. There's not one. Yeah, I mean, these other attorneys, they can, whatever.
No, you really did a thorough job here, because you mentioned 59th and 90th. That's right, a block from Overbrook High School. And growing up there, I saw some of the most horrendous accidents.
Yeah,
you wouldn't think that would be on everybody's radar, but man, you covered that one too.
Yeah.
I've been to so many of them. You're absolutely right.
How about 9th and the Boulevard? When you you're coming off the expressway,
Yep.
and you're coming 60, 70 miles an hour off the expressway, and then you hit 9th Street, and it kind of comes off on an 9th comes off on an angle there. And if you don't see the cars coming across, and you're just coming, and then the outer lanes come in, or the inner lanes go into the outer lanes, or the outer to the inner, I don't know. There's a crossover there.
Cross, right.
Those crossovers are killers. Killers.
People know how to cross. Folks don't know how to merge.
Yeah.
But those when you cross in from the express to, or even from the local to the express, you got to use those mirrors, and everybody don't really understand.
Keep up with the rate of speed.
Speaking of merges,
Know how to merge.
yeah, I merge at the end of the merge, at the last opportunity where there's an opening. I do not impede anybody, but I take the full merge lane. There are cats who want, the guys who are in the lane that's getting merged into, they want you to merge like way back. They're like, well, if I had to wait, you have to wait. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is a merge. I'm going to merge at the last opportunity that I can merge safely.
You're talking about coming on.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about as you approach a merge. If you see the merges on your right, move to the left lane.
If you can, yes.
Move to the right. Get out of the way. Allow people to come on.
Yeah.
The other thing I do, because I'm like you, if I'm behind somebody and you're just not seeing a break, I'm cutting behind you. I'm cutting to the other lane automatically. I'm getting in.
Yeah.
I'm flowing.
Yeah.
But everyone that doesn't have that same driving skill set.
That's the key. Flowing. That's the word for today. If you can flow into traffic and you're not impeding anybody, then you flow at the last opportunity to flow.
You know, they get this idea from your veins and your body. Like your blood flows through your body and veins and arteries. That's the way the traffic is supposed to flow.
215-227-2727. Come on, you got legal issues or questions. Sarah's sitting back there taking notes right now. She's coming in with a whole bunch of questions. I know it. I know
you've had accidents at these intersections. You've seen accidents at these intersections. Come on, you've driven them. Call me. Call us. Call Dean.
The top three most dangerous intersections in Philadelphia that Zero Vision Philly did not get right. 1, Roosevelt Boulevard and Grand Avenue. 2, Roosevelt Boulevard and Red Lion. 3, Roosevelt Boulevard and Cottman. Is there a common denominator there?
Keep going. Maybe it'll click.
Could it be Roosevelt?
And then number 4, Roosevelt Boulevard and Masher. Number 5, Roosevelt Boulevard and Levick. That was my old stomping grounds. I used to go to the Hot Shop at Roosevelt and Levick. If anybody remembers the Hot Shop at Roosevelt and Levick,
what was the Hot Shop?
You got to call. That's the name of it.
But what was it?
Well, it was a hamburger joint.
Okay, the Hot Shop.
Yeah, Hot Shops with 2 P's.
That sounds so Archie and Jughead. I went to the Hot Shop with Betty and.
I used to get a burger for $0.25. Fries were $0.25 and sodas were $0.25. My mom would give me $1, and I would
You'd be
feast.
good.
Yeah.
Yes, man. Y'all just don't know.
Roosevelt Boulevard and Ron, Roosevelt Boulevard and Welsh, Roosevelt Boulevard and 9th. My Lord, the top 8
Stay off
spots.
the boulevard.
Can I ask you a question? What do you see most when you're traveling through Philly these days that as a kid I never saw? Do you know what a sleeping policeman is?
An actual sleeping policeman? Yeah. Sleeping in his van? I've seen that. What are you talking about?
No.
The phony trucks
if you lived in Jamaica, okay, that's a common term in Jamaica, sleeping policeman. And if anybody's from Jamaica listening today, they know what I'm talking about. Okay, it's that speed bump or speed cushion that you have to go over, and it slows you down. It's a traffic slowing device. Right. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Speed bumps, speed cushion.
Okay, they're called sleeping policemen in Britain and in Jamaica.
Listen to our sophisticated, well-traveled host.
Okay, so I never saw them in Philly, but they're everywhere now. Yeah. Everywhere. Mm-hmm. I'm shocked. I was going through some neighborhoods the other day, and they're there. And so that's a creation of this. What's it called? Zero Philly. Envision Zero Philly.
Zero priority. Vision Zero priority.
Vision Zero priority. There you go. I've already forgotten the name of it because they messed up, so I had to straighten them out. Vision Zero priority. Starting in like 2015, they started to make these available around the city, and they've become fairly popular. And in fact, there's people are requesting them in their neighborhoods. They haven't been able to catch up and actually put them in the neighborhoods. I don't know what they cost, but my Philly lawyer would buy 10 of them for the city of Philadelphia if they reached out to me next week and said, "Hey, Dean, you live up to your promise."
You heard that?
I mean, how much can they cost? And what? A couple $100 each. They're little rubber things that you put down on the street.
Well, here in Philly, Carlton Williams and the Streets Department, they're the ones responsible for making sure everybody's got these speed bumps. Everybody wants them in these neighborhoods. Kids are playing in the street. Cars are zipping down these little tiny streets, and that's what's happening.
Yeah.
I can understand it. It's a nuisance for people that like to drive like us, but
well,
yeah, sense.
But no, it makes sense, and it slows traffic down. And then people are concerned. Do like fire trucks and ambulances, because if you hit it going.
That's the point.
If you hit it going really fast, you can tear your car up.
I'm sure it's happened a few times.
But they made them thin enough that a fire truck or an ambulance's track is wider, and they just go over them.
That makes very good sense.
There you go.
All right.
215-227-2727. The number for all things legal in Philly.
It's funny you said that they made them wide. You know where we get the actual width of train tracks and everything from?
I do not.
Roman chariots.
Get out of here.
To this day. I swear to God.
Really?
Look it up.
I believe you. I mean, listen, I believe you.
To this day, that same measurement.
If you're that certain,
I'd put money on it.
Yeah, no. You're not catching me today.
Yeah,
you got to wake up earlier in the morning, babe. You got to wake up a little earlier.
Well, we are early.
Now, not as early as we were when we started the show.
Oh, I remember those days.
Yeah, Sunday morning, 7 a.m.
Like tomorrow with us? Yeah, we'll be on the 7.
Cracking.
Yeah, that's now been taken over by the breakdown.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
On Classics 107.9.
7 to 8, we own it.
All right, there you go. You can have it.
I just because that was
an early moment. Yeah.
The only good thing about that time of day for me right now is the Uber prices are cheaper, much cheaper on a Sunday morning.
Really?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. No one's early. No one's going anywhere. They're in the teens.
I mean, because pricing is about demand
and
when it comes down to ride shares.
Yeah.
And I've been doing this now for about a month. They all say the same thing about sporting events. The city needs to have a ride share lane just for them, so they can get the people, because the congestion is ridiculous.
Are there that much? Are there that many ride shares?
Yeah, when these folks aren't driving, they all ride sharing.
Wow.
Yes. So think of it as the same as the taxi lane at the train station. They need that for ride sharing. Mm-hmm. They really do.
All right, maybe Vision Zero Priority can take that under consideration.
You're listening. Is this thing on?
215-227. By the way, the Phillies are playing today, and I'm a little fearful. Yeah, I'm a little fearful. Well,
it's Red October, baby.
Yeah, I understand. But last year they were also in the bye, and they came out cold as a stone.
Well, and
the Dodgers are hot, and you got what's
Shohei Ohtani.
Ohtani is look at Dion. Dion's so excited. He's flipping out over there.
The parlays. Let me tell you something.
But what's interesting is Shohei is starting. First of all, and they haven't. Shohei has been clearing the Phillies out.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I'm a little concerned.
You should. And here's why. tactic. What have I been saying since last year? They can only play. I'm sorry, they can't play small ball.
Yeah.
If they're not knocking it out the park, they ain't winning. So when you get into a 5-game or 7-game series with great pitching, they'll take the Phillies out.
Well, we're gonna see. All right. I don't want to give them too many bad,
Here's what
vibes.
Here's
here.
what baffles me, and Bent Rock brings this up. When it comes to the Eagles, I've never heard fans complain more in my life. They're 4-0, and they're complaining. A.J. Brown complaining.
They don't like the way they're winning.
They don't like the way they're winning. Just win, baby. It's football.
One thing that nobody is bringing up, and I'm surprised this becomes a sports show. One thing that nobody has brought up, right? Listen, this became a sports show. You know why?
Why?
Because I dare you to call Morgan or Law Dog and have them talk to you about Philly sports, because one's in Florida, the other one's in Arizona.
You're like, those Miami dogs.
Yeah. They don't know a damn thing.
Yeah, they don't know a damn thing
they
about
don't know
Philly.
These streets.
No, they do not. Yeah,
No.
Yeah. Let me ask John Morgan to find B Street and East Ontario.
Everybody in this studio. What? First of all, ask me what part of town it's in.
We're like, I'll get back to you.
Everybody in this studio, Dion included, we don't need GPS. We know every place on this list.
Yeah.
Every spot.
All right, we got a caller, guys. And we're going to come back to the sports trivia in a moment. But line 1, Howard, welcome back to Court Radio.
How you doing? I was listening to your show, and y'all was talking about intersections.
Yes, sir.
And I didn't hear the one over there with Henry Avenue, Allegheny, and Huntington Park meets.
I know that. Yeah.
I know that intersection as well.
Mm-hmm. Didn't make the list, huh?
No, did not make the list.
You're right, though. It could be.
Yeah, there's a lot of commercial activity over there, but not as much pedestrian activity.
That's
car
the
accidents. We probably have a lot of car accidents at that intersection, but not car accidents involving pedestrians. And this list was a pedestrian list, Howard.
Oh, okay, because I know it's a school a block away from there.
Yeah,
Yep.
there is. You're right, and a lot of. I think there's a hospital over that way, or there was a hospital that way.
Catholic school. It's a Catholic. No, it's a Catholic school right there on the corner of Allegheny.
Okay.
And I didn't hear it. That's what I was saying. Was that on the list?
I'll research that for you, Howard. I'll report back next time.
Hey,
Okay,
Howard, that was a good call,
That
though,
was a
Howard.
good
That was a
call.
good one. I'm surprised Broad and Alney isn't on this list.
I am too.
As busy as that is.
Yeah, and with all that shopping going on over
The
there,
buses, the shopping, the students, everything. It's not on the list.
that's where
That's
Leonard used to take me shopping.
Yeah. It's
Leonard?
always congested.
Leonard.
It's so congested over there that I don't think you could go more than 5 miles per hour most of the time in Broad and Alney.
Margot's calling me. We're on the air, Margot.
Yep. 215-227-2727. You want to comment on today's show or ask a legal question? That's the number to call right now to get live on the show. Yes, I made it.
Wait, by the way, where's the shirt, Dean?
What shirt is that shirt?
From your new therapist.
My new therapist shirt? What?
You sent us all a video a couple of days ago.
I did?
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Okay, moving on.
Of the new shirt, and the spelling was correct. So, Peter,
Oh,
Yeah.
your new.
Yeah.
That's your. Is that your
Moving on.
your Pilates? Who is that woman again?
I know somebody I found on Instagram. I do not know her.
That was cool.
Yeah. Okay. What Dion, what do you got on the live for us here? Who's listening? We don't have to. We can incorporate live and terrestrial.
17th
Alrighty.
Right.
So Loretta says, please don't forget about Broad and Alney. Said on that already.
Yep. We just hit that.
Rhonda and Lancaster says, what about these train cars catching on fire?
I missed that.
Oh, the
I missed that too.
SEPTA train
Oh,
cars.
I did see that. Yes.
They've been catching
Suburban rail cars are like 50 years old. Is the newest one. Like
Stop it.
Yeah.
The suburban ones?
Yes, and they said that they would like to see them get all new train cars.
Upgraded.
Of course, SEPTA doesn't have
Well,
money.
I guess they demanded to have them taken off and them do extra examination on the cars for safety.
Yes.
And SEPTA's like, we'll do that when we feel like it.
Yeah. No, they did order them to do some safety inspections.
Safety inspection, but SEPTA
But haven't gone
pushed
so
back.
far. Haven't gone so far as to say that they have to replace them, but they have said they have to do an inspection. Yeah.
As a traveled individual, you've ridden trains, I'm sure, in other countries.
You know, it's so funny. I have, but not a lot. And I've been yearning to do a train trip in America.
like
to go out west on a
yeah.
train. It looks fun.
I've done like East Coast train rides, and it is just to
What,
sit
like
back.
you mean Boston, New York,
No,
Philly?
No, from Philly to Boston from Philly, New York, Boston, D.C. But where did we go?
I've gone
traced
from
4
Philadelphia
to
to
Florida?
Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say
How's that
Florida.
ride?
Long.
Is it
And-
scenic?
Guess what? It's scenic. It's long, and I think what I didn't like about it is everywhere. I think in D.C. they changed the engine, and then in North Carolina or South Carolina they changed the engine again.
Really?
Right, because they go from electric to gas.
Ah.
Because there's no electric,
Interesting.
and then goes back to electric.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
How long did it take you?
It took a full, I'd probably say maybe 28 hours.
Holy moly.
On the
I could
train.
drive faster in a car.
But that's not why you take the train.
Yes.
Yeah, it's-
Yeah.
The whole-
because of those times that they changed the engine,
Right.
it takes like an hour to have that done.
Out west, you see the mountains and the
Sure.
prairies and the, whatever.
Home on the range. With the hares and the antelope.
And the little houses.
On the prairie. Right. Okay. The Laura Ingalls running down the hill.
We're ready. Folks, we got to take a 2-minute break for our sponsors, probably My Philly Lawyer et al. And we'll be back. If you've got a legal issue or question, give us a call at 215-227-2727. We'll see you back here in 2 minutes.
Here's the other thing you see now that we didn't see. The cameras everywhere. The traffic cameras everywhere. It's
Yes.
cameras watching cameras.
And when I lost my wallet and I called the police, they said we'll check the license plate readers in that area to see if we can find.
That's the thing now.
Yeah, license plate readers are everywhere.
Now, what do they look like?
I don't know. Little
Are
things
they-
on top of light posts. They're everywhere. And the police have this
Y'all know
whole
about this?
The police have this whole network of license plate readers. They plug your license plate in and bing, 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 bing. They can tell exactly where your car was. And so he was looking for my car where I may have lost the wallet.
What in the find my iPhone?
Yeah, we're getting
Well,
digitized.
At some point, I've been waiting for the whole drones flying, the big drone in the sky, and there's a bunch of cops or law enforcement sitting in some room in Philly just watching monitors, the way they do in the military, watching the city.
Well, they do that in Europe in real time.
Yeah. I don't know why it hasn't happened here.
In cities in Europe, Paris, London, that there's a whole department of CCTV.
And they have less crime.
Do they have? Well, they have less
Than
crime.
We do. They have less violent crime. They have less gun crime.
They have less guns.
Yeah. Right.
That might have something to do with
And
it.
they don't seem to be bitching about it. Coffee.
They don't have a Second Amendment.
Exactly.
Perfect. All right, Dean, 2 more comments. Princess says, Dean, good morning. I finally received my shirt and keychain and wristband. I love it. Thank you, Daly, and thank you, Dean and Bailey.
Oh, you're working. Welcome, Princess. And I'm happy Bailey was able to help you out. I should just give people Bailey's email address. It cuts me out of the loop.
Lastly, Keenan says, I've taken a train from Denver to Philly in a sleeping car. Best trip ever.
I believe it.
That's the trip I want to
That's the
take,
trip.
Keenan. That's the
the
trip.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the one. Well, all Oriental Express like.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That is a good one.
Yeah. I wonder if Keenan, did you have your own bed or did you have to share a bed? Was it like a cattle
Good
car?
question. Did you own the bed or share the bed?
Well,
What is this? Something like it hot?
Yeah, baby, we're back. I'm Dean Weitzman, your host every Saturday morning right here on 100.3 WRNB.
And Classics 1079.
This is Court Radio, ladies and gentlemen, children. This is the place you come for your legal education, perhaps a little entertainment, every Saturday morning. Give us a call at 215-227-2727, the number for all things legal in Philly. Plug that number into your phone, and God forbid if you should ever need a lawyer, that's the best number to call in Philly. Yes.
We're talking about the busiest intersections. I used to work across the street at Denny's when it was over there. It's Fridays is over there. That place was chosen because it's one of the busiest intersections in the country. But didn't make the accident list.
It did not.
And now that I think about it, I've not seen or heard about many accidents here.
Yeah, because you do have that bridge that crosses over, so you don't have a lot of people walking on the street to cross.
There we go again. It's the pedestrian. Yeah.
Dion, you have your hand raised. The chair recognizes Dion.
Princess,
I like that.
Princess says Oxford and Kenwin Street in the Frankfurt neighborhood.
Oxford and Kenwin?
You would know that better than us.
I know the neighborhood. I just don't know Kenwin. But I could probably, get up on Is it near Oxford and Castor in that section?
Maybe. Loretta says, do you remember the 1990 SEPTA crash that killed about 4 or 5 people? It was the biggest one that she'd ever recognized.
I don't.
I remember the subway, the train crash.
Oh, yeah. Well, that wasn't a
lost
subway.
Her leg.
Was it a subway crash?
They had to amputate her leg.
I'm talking about the Amtrak crash.
I'm talking about the SEPTA
that
train.
was a big one, too.
Yeah, that was a huge.
That was huge.
Yeah, that was real big.
Yep. 215-227-2727.
Did you get many of those?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh.
Amtrak. Line 1, Ernest. Oh, Ernest.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good
Welcome
morning.
to Court Radio, sir.
Your topic is on point. There's one slight problem is that the city won't get paid if you put sleeping policemen everywhere. And the speed cameras do not read license plates that have the plastic casing over them.
Yeah,
Asphalt.
you bring a good point up, Ernest, because I see that all the time, and I wonder why those folks don't get pulled over by the police. Like, there should be.
Should?
Well, yes, because anything which impairs your ability to read the license is illegal.
Well, I think a lot of folks like us didn't know about this.
Didn't know.
They don't know these cameras that are reading the license plates exist. We don't know. I didn't know.
Well, I'm just talking about what Ernest is talking about, which is the speed cameras and the red light cameras cannot read a license plate if it's impaired by those smoky covers. And they're illegal, but police just don't seem to stop cars. Maybe if they stop them for another reason, they tell them take it. I had somebody call me say, hey, I got stopped. I got a ticket for this, that, and the next thing. And the cop gave me a ticket because my license was impaired. And he made me get out of the car and rip the plate off right there in front of him. So they occasionally they do it, but, that's not high up on their list, I guess, Ernest.
They have more important things to do. Also, the asphalt speed bump, actually, you keep calling it the sleeping policeman. The asphalt speed bump that's built within the road is better than the plastic ones.
The rubber ones.
As a plow can go over in the wintertime, it won't disrupt the street or the plow or the removal of the snow.
That's that part.
But the plastic ones,
that's a
they
big deal.
deteriorate.
We're gonna find that out real quick.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
If a plow is going to hit the sleeping policeman, will he tear it up if it's just a rubber laydown one?
I saw something last snowfall I never saw before. The plow was coming down. He took out the manhole cover and took it all the way down the block with him. Wow. I'd never seen that before. And it took a minute to replace that bad boy.
That's a talented plow driver. Yeah.
If they allow sleeping policemen asphalt type of speed bumps on the boulevard and Broad Street, but the signs announce that the speed bumps are coming ahead, it will slow people down. There's the underpass on the boulevard between Levick and I think it comes up out at Pratt, where it's 100 miles an hour for that short period of road right
Guilty.
there.
Yeah.
But a speed bump, or better yet, there's even rumble strips.
Yeah.
Rumbles.
When
yeah.
you go to a toll booth,
Yep.
they have rumble strips to make you slow down.
Yeah.
See, it's not about safety. It doesn't seem like. It seems like it's about getting paid.
Paid?
Contracts, you mean, to do the actual work?
Well, your favorite subject, PPA.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what Ernest is getting to.
The crux of it all.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true, but rumble strips remind a driver that a toll booth is coming up. It
Slow
isn't
down.
really to slow you down.
Is it?
But it
No.
does
Yeah.
slow
It
you
does.
down.
No.
Well, it slows you down if you want to be slowed down. If you don't want to be slowed down, rumble strips aren't going to slow you down.
Sounds
but a
like you're
speed bump
breaking
will.
wind.
Yeah, it's just loud.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. The plow thing is a big
Everything
deal.
depends on the level of your rumble strips.
True. That's true.
Ernest,
much
thanks
ru-
for calling Court Radio. Have a great Saturday.
Have a great day.
Dean,
Yes, sir.
are snow plows going to be impaired the more of these city
Not
policemen
sure.
we have?
I'm not sure.
This is listen. In Philadelphia tactic.
Well,
you
we-
know this too. You can't plow the streets. People lose their jobs.
And we haven't had a real substantial enough snow to
But we're going to have it this
know-
time.
Right, to know
What
if it's
makes
going to
you
be
say
an issue.
that?
Farmer's Almanac.
That's so full of it. Give me a break.
I'm sorry, but the
yeah.
weather experts still go by it at the end of the day, and they say we're due.
Line 2, Keisha. Good morning, Keisha. Welcome to Court Radio.
Hi, good morning. I was calling in to ask the question about, now, if I was an agency I was an agency worker at a school in the cafeteria. Now, what happened was my coworker, she defamed my name, and a result of that, I was fired without being questioned about the situation, without being warned, like anything. I was like just straight dismissed. So my question to you is, will I be able to take that young to court and sue her
Okay,
for
so
defamation?
yeah, obviously, if it was a lie, you were defamed, and you suffered consequences as a result of that defamation. So why wouldn't you be able to? Of course you would. Of course, you're not going to get an attorney probably to undertake the claim because I doubt that your coworker has sufficient assets that once you get your judgment, you may never collect it. But here's an interesting thing that, because defamation is an intentional act. So,
Right, and it was.
Even if your nasty coworker had homeowners probably would deny the claim. Homeowners insurance would probably deny the claim because it was an intentional act, and insurance doesn't cover intentional acts. So I don't see any scenario where you'd have an insurance policy that would kick in that would pay that. It seems to me like you'd end up with a judgment, and that might satisfy you. You might feel good about that, but a law firm needs to know that at the end of the day, they're going to actually get paid. Otherwise, it's all for naught, and they're paying salaries and stuff like that to their workers to get you your judgment, but they never actually get paid on that. So maybe a small claims complaint, just to teach her a lesson. You're limited.
Right.
You're limited by the amount of money you can get in small claims. In Philly, it's $12,000.
So I guess the question is, how much does she feel that she was financially damaged?
Well, it's not how she feels.
It's a reputation thing,
she could prove I was making X amount of dollars, and now I'm unemployed, and I don't have that money. So you can ascertain with good certainty what your damages are, plus pain and suffering. So you could get to $12,000 is what I'm saying. Right. Shouldn't be a big deal to get to $12,000, but you have to be able to prove that whatever it is. Remember, the truth is an absolute defense to defamation. So, if you open that door, she can try to prove that whatever she was saying was a truthful statement. But if you can prove that it was a lie and that she knew it was a lie, especially that she was doing it for some vindictive reason, she was just looking to hurt you, then I don't see any reason why you wouldn't get paid on that. Well, at least a judgment.
Right. Right.
So does it make
Right.
does it make a difference if the person knew what they were doing, or this person just suspected something and just was tattletaling on something that they suspected?
That's a good question. I think that it wouldn't matter. I think that if
If it's
you know,
wrong, it's wrong.
Yeah, I
Good.
think if it's wrong, it's wrong. And if you don't take the time to figure out whether it's right or wrong, and you start spreading that rumor, then it's wrong. All right, dear. Thank you for calling Court Radio. Good luck with your claim.
Absolutely. Take care.
215-227-2727. Give us a call. We got the answers. How about D on line 3, Eric? Ooh.
First time today.
Yeah.
Speaking of D, did you follow the Diddy trial?
You mean his sentencing?
Yeah, his sentencing.
Yes, I did.
What did he get? 4 years and two months?
4 years.
I just want you to say it. Perfection.
He hasn't missed yet.
no,
Perfection.
He's
Every day he throws paper in his trash can to his right and your left.
And it's bank every time.
Every time. He
Every
hasn't
time it's
missed
back.
like in a year.
Diddy trial. He got 50 months. I thought it was probably reasonable. I don't think the judge could have given him less. It would have been nah.
Well,
I don't think.
it seems to me that the judge was just splitting the baby. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
that's what judges do.
Right.
That's where it all began with Solomon. Cut the baby in half.
Right.
But I think, what I'm hearing, they're going to appeal the sentence.
They're never going to. It's not going to work. Here's what he's got. He's got 2.5 years. Okay. He's got 50 months. Right. Maybe about 10% off they'll give him, so maybe like 45 months. He's already served 12 months. I think my calculation was it brings him to about 36 or 38 months, and then you get out of prison, federal prison, you get out 6 months before the end of your term to go to a halfway house.
Right.
So he's going to do about 2.5 years in and about 6 months in a halfway house. And maybe he won't even do 6 months in a halfway house, and he'll be done. And so by the time
then he'll be on probation.
By the time they get the appeals filed, let me just tell you, Diddy, if you're listening, you're just burning cash if you take any more appeals. Just do your 2.5 years, walk it off, and be a man about it.
Tell him, Dean.
Okay?
Tell him, Dean.
Hey. Mic drop.
Do you know him? That of which he's speaking.
Yeah. Come on, man. I'll come visit you. Just I'll bring you some Danish or something.
Oh, stop it! Now, first of all, he's in Club Fed.
Yeah,
he's not
well,
doing. He's not at Rikers Island.
We don't know where he's going.
He's not going to Rikers Island.
No,
Come on.
We don't know where he is
know where
because
he's going.
his lawyers are going to ask the court to assign him to a place soon, and it'll probably be somewhere cushy. The court can input. The lawyer can put his input in. At the end of the day, it's the Bureau of Prisons that decides actually where he goes. So if they wanted to get nasty on him, I guess they could, but I doubt that's happening.
He'll have plenty of money on his books.
Yeah.
And put money on other people's books.
Of course.
He'll be cool. He'll be all right.
Yeah, 2.5 years will fly by. Yeah.
Come out a different man. His
it'll
philosophy of life. Things may change.
It'll be an experience.
Yep.
It'll be an experience to draw from. He's still young. What is Diddy? In his 50s?
55, 56, guys?
55.
Yeah.
All right. He'll be out.
He'll be out at 59 or 60 years of age.
No, not even that. He'll be
Well,
out
you
at
said he's
50,
going to do 2.5, you said.
2.5.
So 57
I'm
years
telling
old,
you,
58 years
30
old.
months from now, Diddy, you're going to be in a halfway house. You know? I promise you. It's not that big a deal, okay? Man up. 215-227-2727. The number for all things legal. Let's talk to John. Oh, John.
John, how you feel today?
I
have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I used to work for the funeral home,
Yeah.
and I was hanging up the casket lamp. The outlet was up underneath the casket, and I bent down to plug it in, and one of the guys that worked there, one of the directors that worked there, said, "Oh, I got free ass." Is that sexual harassment?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Ooh.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it made you feel uncomfortable, right?
Yeah. I'm sure it
Yeah.
made you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then the director fired me.
Fired you.
Fired me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got
yeah.
something there, Dean.
I mean, it's one statement, one incident. I mean, again, when the attorneys who do that type of work, and that's not something that I particularly do, but we have a whole cadre of attorneys that we refer to who do. They look for a pattern, a practice and pattern. That's the words they use in their practice. Practice and pattern of sexual harassment. A one-off statement may not have sufficient strength to be the basis for a claim unto itself. That's, that would be my hesitation in giving John the green light that, yes, you definitely have a claim. I don't hear a practice and pattern. I hear a one-statement claim.
Unless there
Interesting.
were
That's
others who worked there that have been made to feel that way.
That's true.
And he can find them.
When it brings up another question. When
I
employer
had
lets
a
you go,
witness.
even though
I
it
had
can
a
be
witness.
for any, because it's at will, do they have to give you a reason on why they fired you?
No.
Not even a reason.
No.
Hmm.
Any reason or no reason at all. Wow. Bye-bye.
So he couldn't even prove that,
he
it was
can't-
retaliatory.
That's
can't-
correct.
It wasn't retribution or.
Well, I don't know what he can prove.
Doesn't
I mean, that therein lies the issue.
The issue.
As they say in grade school, the proof is in the pudding. Okay, and John
Now,
is going to
that
need
is-
to establish
now that
a practice and
is-
pattern of
if I got a
harassment and
witness-
sexual harassment in order to use that as a basis for a viable claim. John, I don't know all the facts of your claim, but I will invite you to give us a call during the week at that number, 215-227-2727. We would make a referral to a lawyer who we've worked with in the past who does nothing but these employment discrimination, wrongful termination claims to see if you have the basis for such a claim. Thanks for calling Court Radio. Have a great Saturday, John.
Thank you.
Line 4. Oh, we got to take a quick break, and we'll be right back in 2 minutes.
All right, I'm going to share something with you. YouTube audience.
No bank on that one,
This
bro.
is going viral right now. There's a school teacher that had a classroom of students, and one black student named Legend.
Legend.
And they're singing Happy Birthday.
Oh, I saw it.
Now, Dean,
Yeah.
Dean, do I have to go there, bro? You know damn well you can't call and sing to little
Monkey.
black kids. You're
Yeah.
a monkey.
Yeah.
You live in a zoo and you smell
Yeah.
like you can't do that.
I agree with you.
But you get it.
Yes, I get it.
When you see these threads of conversations,
But people
these-
justify it?
oh my God, oh, we sang it all the time. The white people said they sang. I never heard that as a kid, ever.
Oh, I have.
I never heard it.
I have.
Tactic?
I mean,
What is this?
What?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. You look like a monkey and smell.
Smell like
happy
one,
birthday.
two,
You live in
yeah.
a zoo.
Oh, yeah.
That little ditty that.
I never heard that growing up as a kid. I swear I heard that. I got your little pattern ditty. I got that.
I have heard it.
All right.
Okay, it's not the first time I've heard it, and so I get it. I get what people are saying is if you were a white kid or an Asian kid or whatever, and that little ditty was sang at your birthday party, then you would probably think, oh, what's the big deal? But I understand also why it would be very insensitive to sing that to a black child.
That's right. Ask Jimmy the Greek.
Right.
Ask Jimmy
do you
the
think
Greek.
He would still get fired today if he said that?
Absolutely.
What did
Same
he,
exact
exactly
thing?
what did he say? I forget.
Is that look at
Well, say it how he said. What you talking about when he said, "Look at that monkey run"? That was Howard Cosell.
That was Howard Cosell, but
he
he
didn't
got
get fired. He didn't get fired for saying
No,
that.
Oh.
because back
Took some
then,
heat.
back then
What
that
Jimmy
the Greek said
explained
was
that-
he was explaining on how
Why
black,
black
athletes.
Oh, right.
Now, I don't think
Or-
he'd get fired if he said that today. Not today.
What did he say?
That
How
black
athletes are
because
are
slave
bred.
masters used to breed slaves to be faster and stronger and better. And
Okay.
That's why today.
Selective
that's still
breeding.
happening. Huh?
Selective breeding. It is a
Yeah.
thing.
But he said this in '72. You can't say that now.
We're back. My name is Dean Weitzman, and I host Court Radio every Saturday morning with my friends Manny Manuel Glenn, Eric,
guy.
the Tactics, Jackson,
This guy.
Dion
Get him something.
Digital Dion.
All right, yeah.
That dude.
And Sarah
Smile.
Sarah Smile. We are collectively known as The Firm, and we're here on 100.3 WRNB.
Also, Classics 107.9.
There you go.
Interesting
Folks,
conversation between the breaks.
if you want to see us and hear us, you can listen and see us live on YouTube every Saturday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. simply by going to the My Philly Lawyer website, clicking on Court Radio, and finding your way to the link for our live feed.
Yeah, because those that were online heard that very interesting conversation.
Yes. Yeah, we do a little convo during the break that live is tuned into because they don't get a break. They have to put up with us for 60 solid minutes. We've been talking about the most dangerous intersections in Philadelphia and an organization, Vision Zero Priority, which has listed 10 of the most dangerous intersections in Philadelphia. Well, My Philly Lawyer took it one step further because we're from Philly. We live your life. We feel your pain.
Drive your roads.
We drive your roads. And we know this city like no other lawyer knows this city.
None.
And so I would invite you to go to the My Philly Lawyer website, and you will find 15 additional intersections that only My Philly Lawyer has identified as being dangerous intersections for pedestrians in Philadelphia. I have had the ability to see this on the ground, having represented many families who have lost loved ones in these intersections. And so I know what I speak about. I live it. I'm here. And I'm telling you right now, if you go to the My Philly Lawyer website, you will find not only the 10 that Vision Philly found,
Vision Zero Priority intersections.
There you go. Zero vision priority. But you will find the 15 intersections that my team has identified as well.
And these are good.
Yeah.
These are very good.
And so there you go. We have anything on the live feed, Dion, that needs to be addressed?
Loretta says the corner of 17th near Conlin, there has been 3 fatalities on that corner. No one likes to stop at that stop sign.
17th and Conlin.
Says the area is in the Logan 35th Police District.
Yeah. Logan hits the top 15 list on my list as well, and the top 10 list. It's a dangerous because there's so many people, you know.
Again, it's all about the pedestrians more than anything else, right?
Yes.
We think just a lot of cars, but no, people.
Yes.
Oh, there's the real rationale behind it.
Yep. And, poor lighting, dangerously designed intersections. We've filed suit against the city and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania for intersections where our clients have died because of the design of the intersection.
That makes sense.
Because it wasn't designed for pedestrians to get safely from one side to the other.
That's definitely not in Lancaster.
And that's all Roosevelt Boulevard.
Yes.
Nobody is supposed to be crossing that street.
There should be bridges all over Roosevelt Boulevard.
Yeah.
Because you have the local and then you have the express on both sides.
Right.
All
3 lanes. And you have a very short light to get from one side to the next.
Should they be synchronized on the boulevard, the lights, like they are on Walnut and Chestnut Street?
Should they be synchronized? Aren't they?
Are they?
No.
I don't think they are.
There are sections.
There's sections that are synchronized,
yeah.
and then you get to another section and it's not synchronized.
You know what you should do?
I should do what?
Challenge the dog and the McGlone guy to Philly Jeopardy.
Yeah, that's short.
Yeah. That's going to be a short game.
That's a short series.
Okay, a long Family Feud. I don't know.
No, that's a short game.
That's a short game. Wouldn't last long, huh?
No.
Okay.
Well, one of them won't even show up. Yeah. He doesn't take a call. Because there's been reports that those guys really aren't here, and they just have a wheel in their office in, let's say, Arizona. And the phone rings from some poor schmuck in Philly who's been involved in an accident.
Abroad in Ontario.
And they spin the wheel, and then up comes a name of some local attorney who you may not know at all, may not have the credentials you want them to have. and your case is assigned to them.
That's the way.
That's the way it works. That's the way it works. They spin a wheel, and whoever comes up, they get the referral. And so you're not seeing the dog.
These lawyers that come up, do they pay a percentage to
Of course they do.
the wheel guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The
yes.
wheel guy gets a cut. Right?
The wheel guy gets a cut.
All right.
Yeah.
The wheel man.
And so that's how that works. And so you should know that. Not all people who advertise, such as my Philly lawyer. And by the way, I've been getting some positive feedback from our new commercials. People have seen it on ESPN,
I hear it all the time.
BET. So I'm happy to hear that. But not everybody who advertises actually got boots on the ground. Not everybody who advertises grew up and went to school at Spruance and then Fells Junior High and Northeast High School and Temple. No, but not everybody understands.
Got a burger from the hot spot.
Hot shops.
I'm sorry, the hot shop.
All right. We're all out of time, folks. We'll see you next Saturday, same time, same place.
Being from Philadelphia matters, man.
Yeah,
It
no
does.
shit.
It does.
No shit.
We can curse now.
More crash talk. Princess says, I remember when the L fell through the expressway at Spring Garden.
What year was that?
The L fell through the expressway.
Spring Garden.
I kind of do remember that. I kind of do. Well, yeah, I don't know if it actually fell through, but I kind of remember
When
there
did
being that they had to
L in
reconstruct
Philadelphia fall
that
through?
area. It was,
platform
and it wasn't the expressway. It was 95. Don't call the express. The expressway is the expressway.
front car of the market.
It's Princess, our New York
real
friend,
near
who's
Spring
still
Garden
getting
Station.
acclimated to Philly.
Oh, okay. Well, then I forgive that.
Rhonda Lancaster says, doesn't Dean want a new show theme musically?
No, we love it consistently.
What was that?
Do you want a new show
song?
theme?
A new show. You just hurt his feelings.
That, no, well, no. She's a musician, so she.
Hey, listen, take your best shot. Send it to me.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it, Ronnie.
Yeah,
Is
come
this-
on,
know what I mean?
Rhonda.
Is this a contest? Write the
I
new
cha-
Michael Lure theme song?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
challenge you.
Yeah.
It's got to be sexy, like me. It's got to have some cachet. It's got to be
It's got to be
edgy.
sexy, full of cachet and edge.
Yeah.
Edge.
All right, so hold on. If you choose their theme, what happens?
I'd pay her money.
Yeah.
How much? Ronnie, let's negotiate.
What about no? Well, you
If
know,
it
in
was
the mu-
really good,
in the
if
music
I-
business, he'll buy a track for a specific amount.
Yeah.
And you get what you negotiate, Ronnie.
Yeah,
So go for it.
I got it. I'd give her. I'd pay 2 G's.
Hold on.
If I liked it enough to incorporate it into the show.
And then if you have publishing, she'll probably get a quarterly check.
Come on, this is YouTube.
no,
a lot of
there's no
musicians
quarterly
out
check.
there.
No
Dean,
quarterly
it's
check
not
from
you.
publishing.
This is it. Just
This
one
is
and
it.
done. I'm buying all rights to that song for $2,000. Yeah.
Said, yeah, sync licensing.
Sync licensing?
Yeah.
Yeah, there ain't no sync licensing here. I'm from Philly, babe. I'm buying that joint. It's mine, okay? Hey.
There it is.
There it is.
Hey.
All right, go Phils. I hope they.
When are you going to a game?
Whenever I want.
I understand that. But
Yeah,
are you
exactly.
are you scheduled anything?
No, but if something comes up if they get down to a game 5 against the Dodgers, I'll be in game
Is this
5.
a Jackson or a Sophia?
I don't know.
know.
It'd probably be Soph would beat the hell
Soph-
out of Jackson to get rights to that seat.
Yeah.
All right, folks. I will see you next Saturday. Enjoy this beautiful
It is
fall day.
gorgeous out.
Yeah.
guys, here's some of it.